and a lot of different, opportunities here, which is great. So.
Well, I have hit the record button, and here's what I'm going to say. Good morning, Allison. That's not what I'm going to say, but that's what I said. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ron Deering. I am a 10K affiliate here at MDC HempWorks, and we do this training every Saturday. And periodically, I am honored and blessed to either have one of my mentors, either Aaron Parker or Robert Hollis. And I am just so honored and blessed, and we're open this up to everybody. So this is going to be what I consider an epic training. And Robert and I talked a little bit about this yesterday, and I don't know exactly what he's going to present and what he's going to bless us with and what we're going to be honored with here. But I know from past experience and history that it's always, always amazing between these leaders that we have within the group. It's amazing, and Robert always just gives so much more than we're ever expecting. So we are live on the Vision team, and I think it's been shared to the Power team and the Dream team. We are recording. We are ready to go, and people are helping me add people on. So while that's going on, I'm going to introduce our star, our mentor, our servant leader, the man of the hour, the person that God has blessed and brought into my life and so many others, Mr., and I'm not going to do it like Craig, Robert Hollis.
Well, thank you, Ron. I really, really appreciate it. I know this was short notice for those of you that go, wow, why didn't you tell me about this? It was just last notice that I got up this morning and said, Ron, listen, if I'm going to jump on and share with you what I believe is the difference between a Robert Hollis and anybody else as far as success in this industry, I just said, would you mind sharing it? So I first want to do a shout out to Ron. He's such a servant leader, and for him to share his training in here is just amazing. So thank you, Ron. I appreciate you so much. So now, put your seatbelts on, because man, I had such a download today. I don't know what that ding ding is. Ding ding is, that's pretty crazy. But maybe that's my inside thoughts, or is that actually outside? I'm kidding. Michael, it's like, so now I'm going to get right to the bottom line here. One of the things that I'm going to share with you here is as I've been building, I'm 56 now and 31 years in this industry. And there's been this thing, and it's going to sound like I'm bragging, but I don't care. But people keep asking me, Robert, how do you keep momentum flying? And every company that I've been in, there wasn't a week in 31 years that I had a downturn in volume. So not only did my mentor teach me how to create momentum, he taught me how to maintain momentum and how to advance momentum. And I was sharing this with Curtis Phelan. Some of you know him as Coach Curtis. This guy has spent years and years and years being personally mentored and trained by Tony Robbins. And I've never been to a Tony Robbins event. And so as I've gone through my life and shared this information, a lot of people are going, well, who was your NLP master? Who was your sensei that taught you how to do, the mental stuff where the drones you're looking for are not here? You can allow this guy. And it's like, I have this uncanny, unconscious, competent way of connecting with people in milliseconds. So here's the key, and I'm going to give you guys a lot of information really fast. I know that you guys are going to have to go through this a lot of times. It's funny, Terry's volume, I checked right before we got in here, 170,000 in volume. Did you guys hear that? So, my volume, Terry's volume right now, at 170,000 in volume, there's not a doubt that, we went 302, we'll go probably over 400 this month, if not 500. My goal right now is I'm pushing hard to see if I can't get Terry to the 500K spot by convention. It's going to take a lot of work, but in me doing that, I want to teach you guys what makes the difference between someone constantly bringing in new people and having them go up the ranks versus somebody that's on the struggle bus. So I see a lot of people out there that they're doing things, and all they're doing is they're just doing it. And I mastermind with Curtis, and this is where we came up with, because I don't know of a harder worker, a harder hustler than Curtis Phelan. But he's not getting the results that I'm getting. This guy is constant numbers, crunching, hustling, like it's like ABC, Glenn Ross, the Tin Man, always be closing, ABC, and I don't do any of that. I joke with Aaron sometimes because he'll have a shirt on that says hustle, and my shirt is chill, relax, have fun. And I want to tell you guys where I learned that. And it's just a short story. First, at the beginning of this, have you guys ever heard this phrase that people don't care what you know unless they know that you care? Some people do not care. And the best compliment Robert Hollis gets is, wow, you're so down to earth. You're so sincere. No pressure. No sales, no fear of loss, no, go, come on. Now, see, none of that. And the reason why is I'm relating to 95% of the people instead of that 5% of people that believe that they got to rip everyone's head off. Does that make sense? So here's where I got that. And let me give you that really quick thing that I do. First of all, had an amazing mentors. And one of the very first trainings that I went to was a 5-day seminar. And for some of you are going to freak out when I say this. He easily did 10 to 12-hour days for 5 days. I've been to 4 of those. And the first thing that he would do, and some of this stuff that I tell you guys to do, you're not going to do, and just stay on the struggle bus. I don't care. You know what I mean? That's what, so cool. You got personal choice. And so the first thing that he did is I went through 2 days of a personality test. We took a personality test. You guys can take it for free by going to 16personalities.com. It's the 16personality.com. Now, why was this so important? Because when I first say this part, I'm going to do my best not to get emotional. But you become who you hang around. You become who you hang around. And when I met my mentor, I was that one person that I just made fun of. It was all about results, all about numbers, kill or be killed. It's like network marketing. What's that show? The 2000 or whatever. It's like network marketing Braveheart. It's like just go out there and just slaughter everyone, right? And I was that person. I was very, very, very competitive. And I had an ego that could fill a building. Master automotive technician, second youngest in the world, worked for Roger Penske. Our cars were number 1, number 2, number 3. I grew up in this amazing, we're going to kick your butt. No, everyone's going to die. Burn your bridges. Take everybody out. And I meet Bill, and Bill has me take a personality test. Now, the reason that he had me do that is because he was the very first person that really, truly cared. And he knew that if he didn't get Robert Hollis connected to Robert Hollis, that I could do a bunch of actions that other people do and get absolutely zero results. This is going to shake some people up, because if you're on a struggle bus and everyone that's in your group is not duplicating what you're doing, then you get these statements that you hear in network marketing. My group won't do nothing. How do you get your group motivated? See, it's like, and every month it's like this unbelievable struggle. When I hit rank advancements, I hit rank advancements a week before the end of the month. I don't want to be pressured if the company has the end of the month on a weekend. See what I mean? I'm hitting my rank advances weeks in advance. Because I don't like that pressure. I don't like doing things that are unduplicatable in the last moment, saying, can everyone please just buy another bottle of product so I can hit the rank, please? It's like, what? See what I mean? I don't do promotions. I don't do contests. I don't do anything to falsely try to motivate people. And I'll tell you why. Here it is. So when Bill Gould had me take the personality test, the very first thing that happened is it shows the percentage of people. I was in a live room, and immediately I realized that there was 30 people in the room that were also weird. What do I mean by weird? They thought like me. They perceived like me. They talked like me. They were very analytical. I'm a geek from the dork forest. And so I realized that I'm not the only weirdo anymore. So it allowed me, through other things that I've shared with people, like this book here, The Greatest Miracle in the World, is Bill Gould knew that I had to read this book. And he told me that if I didn't read this book, he wouldn't work with me anymore. And he knew that when you say the phrase, people don't care what you know until they know that you care. Bill Gould taught me to care. Bill Gould taught me how to care about Robert Hollis. Bill Gould taught me how to care about being connected. That it wasn't about money. It was about finding people that were struggling, find out how they are, what they're struggling with, and then through all the personal development and stuff that I've learned, help them not to struggle anymore. Get them the information that they need immediately so that they can start being connected. So it's difficult to connect with other people. A lot of people that I run into don't want to connect with other people. See what I mean? So if they don't want to be connected with other people, they go, can I just buy a bunch of leads and have them go through a funnel and never talk to anybody and just have this blow up? No. It will get you. And here's another phrase. I'm going to say a lot of phrases that you guys got to go back and watch this, because I know I'm going to knock them out. That's the difference between me and a lot of people that are network marketing supposedly leaders, is because they can get to a plateau, but they can't go past that plateau. You see what I mean? They get right up to where, I don't remember who said this, but it doesn't matter. Is very rarely do you find an individual in the world where their income is higher than their personal development. Very rarely do you find an individual that volume and creating volume like I'm doing is effortless for me, you guys. It's effortless. People come to me out of nowhere. I sit down, find out where they are, and then I work with them, share with them how I can help them get what they want in life. And right now, I'm passionate about MDC, so that's why I'm using MDC as a vehicle. In the past, I used 18 other different companies to help them achieve their dreams. Did you guys catch that? And so what Bill did is when I took that personality test, I thought, wow, I believe I'm a miracle. I believe that I now know why I'm different than everybody else. My fingerprints, my DNA, my irises in my eyes tell me that I'm the only one. Some of you are probably going, thank God. You know what I mean? But I was able to, like in the book, The Greatest Miracle in the World, I was able to embrace my uniqueness. I stopped that day being a sheeple. That day, I no longer was a follower because I embraced my uniqueness. So once I embraced that uniqueness, the next day, we're doing more on personality traits. We're stepping up there and we put little dots on our name tag on our most aggressive one, second aggressive, dominant, and so on and so forth. And for the rest of the world, rest of the seminar, it was about engaging with the other 15 personality types. How many people would like to go to a 5-day seminar that did nothing but teach you how to connect with yourself, how to love yourself, how to get connected, and then how to communicate with the other 15 personality traits? Does anybody think that this would be valuable in any way, shape, or form? Because listen to me, you will always try to recruit who you are. And so if you find those individuals, you can get to a certain level, but then those people, all of a sudden, a phrase is the worst kind of success in the world is a little. The worst kind of success in the world is a little, because if you make enough money and you make above average income, let's say $3,000, $5,000, I'm being conservative, you think you got it. Oh my God, I got it. Until the people that you brought in to get you to $5,000 disappear. And now you got to hustle to replace that group. Then you get your income up there and then all of a sudden that group stops producing. Why would a group, a person, anybody start getting results and then stop? Because they see their momentum going backwards. They feel an anxiety and a pressure that it feels like I got to do more now this week, this month than I did the month when I got it. Why is that? Because at the beginning, it was called ignorance on fire. What they did is they just did what they were told because they didn't know any better. Are you guys following this at all? Is any of this making sense? So my goal is now we go through this seminar and I'm finding out how to, communicate with an Aaron Parker. I find out how to communicate with a Ron Deering. I learned to connect with a Deanne Stevenson. I learned to connect with everyone, a Melody Ryba. I learned to connect with, a Tara Scary. I learned to connect. So I got a lot of people I know on here and I'm going through the pages. I learned to connect with Carlos. Now there's a few people out there I'm looking at here that I've tried to connect with, and for whatever reason, you don't feel it's necessary. And that's okay. But how many people, by a raise of hands, and again, I'm not doing this to brag, I just want to share with you guys, how many of you do you believe that I genuinely care and I connect with you? Raise your hand. Now, go through the pages and look. So, do you think that I connect with you to try to get more volume out of you? Or do you think that I connect with you because I care about you getting gooder? Huge difference. Because if only time that I connect with you is say, listen, you're just a couple of $1,000s away from this spot. You know what? If you turn around and did one more meeting, you could possibly do some more volume. And, hey, don't forget about the bonus pool. You got to make sure that you get to the bonus pool. When you want to walk stage, got to make sure you got to do that. And it's like, see, people are like, oh my God, I see why he's connecting. He wants me to do more volume. He wants me to buy more volume. She wants me to do more of this. It's like, can you contact more people? And it's all about this rush instead of connecting. So for the rest of the seminar, Can you imagine? He would bring up scenarios. And while we're talking about the scenario, you got to hear the opinions of other people in that scenario that had different personality traits than you. And you're like looking at their name tag. Mine, the first color was green. I'm looking at theirs and the first color is red. And I'm looking at theirs and their first color is yellow, different personality traits. And I'm going, oh my God. If you don't talk their language, you will never be connected. Can I get an amen? So my first goal when I connect with a person is to find out something from their profile, something that, now I've been doing this for 31 years. I get it. But I can look at someone's chat. I can look at someone's comment and immediately know what personality trait they are. Do you think this helps me? So if someone's not money motivated, the opposite personality of someone that's motivated is a person that will rub their arms around a tree to make sure that no one cuts it down. What is that phrase? A tree hugger. See, these are volunteers. These are nurses. These are teachers. So when you have someone that comes from that personality trait, and I go to Ashley and I say, Ashley, oh my God, I made 10 grand this week. And Ashley's like, so what? See, if I'm not talking her language, she's just going, man, this guy just cares about money. He could give a rip about people. It's all about volume. It's all about rank advance. He doesn't give a rip about me. Then she disappears. You see what I mean? So what's another group? Analytical. Oh my God, the analytical people. And again, you're talking about money and you're talking what motivates you and what makes you excited and why you're doing the business. And they're like, you're not connecting. I could give a rep. What's the other personality? Blue amberable. The way to describe these people, they're the largest group of people, is they just want to have fun. They just want peace of mind. They're dolphins. You see what I mean? They have this amberable personality. So now if an amberable personality is the kind of person, they wear colorful clothes, they don't care what other people think, they got a $2,000 car and an $8,000 stereo system. They don't care about material stuff. So now you had to, did you see my Rolls Royce? I got a new Rolls Royce. And oh my God, you know, I just bought this new watch. Did you see my $10,000 watch? And they're going like, dude, why don't you chill out and like go to Hawaii or something? Well, well, you know, are you guys getting any value out of this? So if you don't learn to communicate with the other 15 personality traits, you're missing out of the large population. Now, here's the other scary part. Some of you want to be successful and you want it really bad. So what you do is you pretend that you're somebody else. You try to do what an Aaron Parker does in his natural personality trait. So if Aaron's the kind of person that wouldn't hesitate to sweep your legs out from underneath you and choke your ass out, if you're not that personality trait, how do you do that? So I wanted to share with you guys before I go on a real true personal story of mine, because, and I'll do my best not to get emotional while I'm doing it. So before I met Bill, to give you a little snapshot on who I was, you can judge me if you want, I don't care. But you're talking to a convicted felon that spent a year more in prison, federal prison, for stealing a beer truck. I did it when I was 18 years old. So I spent a year in federal prison. Do you guys look at me different now? The number of assault and battery charges that I had against me were like over 24. So I had this philosophy that if I went out in public, that I either was going to find a girl and be able to have a sexual relationship with her, or I was going to beat somebody up. I'm just telling you guys, I didn't have much sexual encounters. So I was that guy that would look over. I would look over at somebody and go, "What are you looking at? Take a picture, it'll last longer." I was a black belt in Taekwondo. I fought professionally in the Professional Karate Association, and my number one goal was to knock you out. And if you know anything about my childhood, this was all the pain that I didn't know how to get out that I was releasing on other people. Didn't want to be connected. Everyone that I ever loved or even felt close to abandoned me. So I had this philosophy in my mind that if I hurt you or took something from you, eventually you would do that to me and that would make us even. Does anyone know anyone that has an attitude like this? And here's the one that I really want to get across. None of this is my fault. Can you guys relate to these people? It was like, I was put in foster homes at the age of 13. I wasn't raised by my mom and dad. All of a sudden I get foster home to foster home. I'm hanging around with bad people. I wasn't loved. I wasn't cared for. I was abused in every manner you can think about. So that's my world. Impossible for me to change until I meet my mentor. Is this stuff clicking for any of you? And when I met my mentor, all of a sudden he taught me how to connect with myself by saying, "Robert, if you don't read this book, I can't talk to you anymore. It's a little tiny book. Get this book. Follow what it says. Because I can't help you if you won't help yourself." So the book is called The Greatest Miracle in the World by Og Mandino. Og Mandino. Ron, if you would like, you can look it up on Amazon and put it in the chat. Okay. So now when I give someone that assignment and they don't want to complete that assignment, they're just saying, "Listen, I'm competent of doing things the way that I've always done them. I'm okay with the way that I am. I don't want to change." You see what I mean? So the only thing that's going to happen is one, they burn out. They get committed, you know what I mean? They have a nervous breakdown, you know what I mean? Or what they do, they get humbled enough where they say, "Okay, I'm ready to learn. I've now figured out that I'm tired of doing this the way that I've been doing it." So people that are close to me, I've sent you this book. I've sent you the assignment, and I'm just waiting for when the student's ready, the teacher appears. Got it? So we keep doing it the way that we think we should do it. But if people can't duplicate that, stop doing it. You think if I stop doing it, my volume will go down. No, your volume will go up. If you learn how to connect with people, your volume's gonna go up. Okay, so here's the emotional story. I have kids of my own. Thank God, I mean that I was able to break every chain that before I had children. So I think what's really good is I'll get my kids in martial arts. Found the best sensei I could find. Steve Lopez was a 2-time gold medal winner for the Olympics for the United States in Taekwondo. Pretty good teacher. And my sons rocket up the ranks. They become black belts, Cookie One black belts from Korea, certified. They now are in the Junior Olympics. How many people think I'm doing good? Not one of my sons, all my sons. Are you guys following this? Then all of a sudden in the black belt ranks, they have this thing that they start saying is, for you to be a black belt, you can't pull your power anymore. See, now it's becoming competitive where the way that you win events is by hurting somebody else. I mean, you knock them out. A hard kick to the head, a hard kick to the ribs, just like you guys see in MMA. The way you win is you get the other person to quit. And we're in a ring, and my youngest son, Kyle, he must have been 12 or 13 at this time. Black belt, bad to the bone. And he goes out to fight this kid, and I just see my son doing something from a movie. It was, this kid was throwing everything he could at him, and my son just blocked it, blocked it, blocked it, blocked it, moved out of the way, blocked it, blocked it, blocked it. And he came back and sat down, and I went, "What's wrong?" And he said, "Dad, he's not very good." And I go, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to hurt this guy. He's not that good." And I went, "Why are you doing this?" He said, "Dad, I want to make you proud. I want to make you proud. You want me to do this." And I grabbed the white towel and threw it in the middle of the ring. And my son's never fought another competitive match after that. Because that's not his personality. He was raised by a mom and dad that taught him to respect other human beings and be respectful and love people and do your best to go the extra mile. I taught him everything that I learned out of this book. They're not money motivated. It's like I'm going, how could I make that mistake? And thank God I figured it out. So how many of you feel like you've been on the struggle bus because you're trying to be somebody other than you? And when you reach out and try to connect, you don't get any results. And you're going, I don't get it. Robert contacts 3 people and 3 people sign up. I contact 3,000 and get about 500 to pre-enroll and none of them upgrade. That's the difference. Did this help any of you? So a lot of you are going to go, okay, great, Robert, great information. Now what? You know, because I'm sort of calling out Aaron Parker on this one, because if I don't reach out and grab a hold of Aaron and work with him to make this change, then Aaron can only do what he knows. Does that make sense? So Aaron, I am publicly asking you to forgive me for not reaching out and grabbing you more and shaking you more because you're one of the most talented people I've ever met. And you love people, but you're not teaching them to do something to allow them to connect with others where it becomes effortless. And so I'm making a commitment in front of everyone that I'm going to hug Aaron more, and I'm going to get him in a place where super affiliate is going to be like a breeze to him and helping other people.
We're going to hug in 12 days, Robert. I can't wait.
You and I are going to spend a lot of personal time together, bet most I can there. And me and Josh were talking about this. I don't know if you guys watch Josh Zwagel or even Jenna, but doesn't it seem like they just do not have a care in the world? And not only do they not have a care in the world, they do everything on their time schedule, which if you're a red aggressive person really pisses you off, because they're allowing things to happen. They're not pushing things to happen. And then you got Jenna, which is obvious. She doesn't care what people think. But when you attract people that are that way, then you don't have to pretend that you're somebody else. Women, I don't know if you follow Jenna, but Terry was telling me about her post yesterday. Hey, I don't want anyone to get upset at me, but when I show up at the convention, I'm not putting on makeup. I'm not dressing up. I fell into that fake mode last convention, and my feet hurt for 2 weeks because I was wearing uncomfortable shoes. I'm not making that mistake. So I'm going to show up in casual. If you guys see me and go, oh my God, I can't believe she never even took the time to even, doll up for this, is because Jenna's sick and tired of being fake. She just wants to be Jenna. And some people might go, well, some of the stuff she says is offensive. That isn't her fault. That's your fault. You see what I mean? So here's the one thing that I want to do to help you guys get this going. Now, if I haven't taught this before, it's because I got really, really passionate about individuals that I care a lot about that have paid me $5, $10, $50,000 for my personal coaching. And they're still hanging around, man, and they keep showing up on all my trainings, and they're dear, dear friends of mine. But I always watch where they struggled with network marketing. How many people are catching this? It's like, well, what does Robert have? Well, here's what I did. I say to people, hey, listen, you don't have to worry about this. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's do a Facebook Live, and I'll jump on your Facebook Live. If you can just really nicely introduce me, just come from your heart. You don't have to tell everybody the accolades. Some of the last Facebook Lives I've done, I think Sonny is one of my favorites. Sonny said, for those of you, I told you I was interviewing a multimillionaire, and I just want you guys to know, if you want to know more about him, you need to Google him. I don't have time to go in all the stuff this guy's done. And she connected so fast with her audience because she is a connector. You know what I mean? You could tell she really, really cares. So she said something nice about, Robert, every time I hear you laugh, it reminds me of my mom that's no longer here. Does anybody here, rank advancement? How many bottles can you sell? Let's make sure to close everybody and break their arms. No, see, she's genuine. And then because I've spent 31 years learning to care and to connect, when I go on someone's Facebook Live, people feel it. Can I say that really slow? When I do a Facebook Live with someone, they feel it. I'm not pitching them. I'm not doing facts and figures. Some people look at my Facebook Live and go, oh my God, I would never do that. He doesn't even talk much about the product. He doesn't talk anything about the compensation plan. Are you guys getting this? No, because I think that, what's that statement that I started with? People don't care what you know unless they know that you care. So most people that I've worked with, they go, Robert, I don't understand this, golly. Unilevel jumpstart, binary, my God, this stuff is like so confusing. What's the difference with THC, CBD, marijuana, what is it, hemp? Some states are saying it's illegal, some countries, see, they're so cracked up in their head about thinking. And I can get on and get someone involved in the company, run them to 5K, run them to 10K, run them to 25K. And it seems like as long as I'm connected to them, it seems like their volume never stops. Then what happens is the person takes over the leadership role. They don't really understand that part of it. And then when I'm unconnected, their volume levels off, and now it's struggle bus. And people get tired of struggling. They see people leave their group, and then they leave. It's like, but if you guys can learn to connect and focus on connecting and do Facebook Lives with the people that you're bringing in and the people that they're bringing in and the people that their people are bringing in and people that their people bringing in. How many people notice? I had a nice comment from Jenny the other day, and she goes, Robert, you did a Facebook with Pamela. And I said, yeah. I said, she's awesome. And she goes, Pamela's not even in your group. And I go, is that supposed to make a difference? She goes, you're weird. I go, I never asked her for her email address. I never asked her for a username. I didn't check my database. I don't care. I will help anybody. That's why the vision team is open to the public. See what I mean? I'm going to help everyone and everyone. Why? I know the principles out of this book. So if I give more than anybody else, I'm just going to continue to outproduce you. Has nothing to do with being competitive. It has everything to be doing with creative. So if I'm helping everybody, and I don't care who I help, because I've taught thousands and thousands of students outside of my company that I'm working with, and they do testimonials for me. There's top leaders in other companies that if you guys went to documentationbeatsconversation.com, you're going to see testimonials of people now that not only are owners of their own network marketing companies now that do $800 million a year, but now they're executives in other network marketing companies. One is Jason Brown. Jason Brown is a top person in IML. He not only ran to the top, he made it to $1 million status. And I just seen a post like him and Alec Morton. You know, they're now executives in that company. They used to be revs. And people go, man, $1 million a month. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, it certainly is. So let me tell you how to do this. Step one is when you're talking to people, think this thought and this thought only. How can I serve this person? The way to greatness is the service of many. The way to greatness is the service of many. So what you got to do is when you first connect with people, write this in big words. How can I get this person to understand that I care? How quick can I get to this person to get them to know that I care? Now, I do this unconscious competent. I do this because it's 31 years of practice. So when I reach out to somebody, I'll take the time to click on their profile. I'll see something that I like that I can compliment them about. See, when someone sends a message to me and they go, hi, hello, or wave, and then they say, how are you? I know the pitch is coming because they're doing it robotically. I even say, oh my God, is that the robot again? That's what I put. Oh my God, is this a robot again? And they go, robot. And I go, yeah, I get this message like 8 times a day. Wave, hello, how are you? What's the next question? Where are you from? My response, it's on my profile. See, I know this person does not care. So here's another phrase I want to share with you guys. How would I act if? Should write it in huge. I used to have it. Why my mentor told me to use blue ink on blue index cards, I still to this day don't know. But I never ever asked him, so I just did it. Look at Aaron. So he would have me write on a blue index card, how would I feel if, how would I act if? And he said, Robert, before you do anything, answer those 2 questions. So, hey, I'm working in a multi-trillion-dollar company. I'm a global intergalactic expansion leader for a soon-to-be quadrillion-dollar industry with people that are making $1 million a minute. Check out the link. Now, you guys know I made that exaggerated, but it's still the same message. So how would I feel if I got that message? This person's trying to pitch me. They don't give a rip about me. I'm not clicking on the link. Then I even respond not the right way. Who taught you how to market? Are you an idiot? See, that's the way I used to respond. So when you think, how would a person act and how would a person feel? Why don't you treat them that way? So imagine this. I reach out to Sandra, and I say, Sandra, I just noticed your comment on Jay Shetty's page. It really inspired me. Thank you. Sandra, how would that make you feel if you read that? I used her first name. I seen her post on a page. See what I mean? So she knows that I seen it. And I made a genuine, heartfelt compliment and connection. Thank you. That's what I love getting in a comment. Thank you very much. Thank you. How long have you been following Jay? Oh, I've been following Jay this time. And you can use Tony Robbins, Eric Worre, Ray Higdon, any pages that you want to. And that's on some other training. I'll just say it quick. Find things that you are truly, truly, truly connected to and communicate with people in that connection. People ask me all the time, well, don't you go in network marketing groups? No, because most of those people are stupid, desperate, and struggling and broke. I've never, ever joined a group or posted in one of those groups. I do not want to attract those kind of people. I'm not looking to attract people that don't care. Oh, did I say that out loud? Was that my outside voice? Yeah, it was. So I'm searching the 2 billion people on Facebook, and I can read a comment and I can see that Sandra cared. Not only does Sandra care, she took the time to like or heart up the comment or post. And she made a heartfelt compliment to that post. I want to find people that already care. Uh-oh, I gave you guys my hack. I just get, oh my God, now that I gave you guys my hack and my cheat and my code to being a successful network marketer, now I'm competitive. So now Sandra's going to get all the people. She's going to get all the people that, oh my God. See, that comes from a mindset of loss. See what I mean? It's like, someone's going to steal my people, whatever, right? Now, when I asked Sandra how long she's liked something that she's already made a passionate comment about. Oh my God. She's like, oh, I've been following Jay for 2 weeks or 3 months or whatever. I go, man, I like him too. I'm not going to say I like him if I don't like him. I'm only communicating on people's pages, not groups, Facebook pages of people that I like. I like talking to people that are from The Secret, the Law of Attraction, Abraham Hicks people. I like talking to Tony Robbins people. I like talking to people that are sick and tired of being on the struggle bus, so they actually went to a seminar to try to get off the struggle bus. I like those people. That's why I like, and I don't care publicly saying this, that's why I love people on Eric Worre's page. You know, over 1 million people that are on the struggle bus. This is awesome. People that are listening to the same garbage over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. They go out and play it and they get no results. I love talking to those people and teaching them how to get connected. It's like, man, that's like, you know, walking in a giant hemp field and don't know. I said that. You know, it's just like, wow. You know, it's like, look at all the fertile ground. Look at all the people that want to succeed in this profession, and they've never even made a check in this profession. Been in this industry for flipping years and never made a profit. Oh my God, I love finding those people. So then I'll say right behind them, what's your favorite video? What's your favorite Eric Worre video? Oh, you know, I went from Jay to Eric, okay? What's your favorite Eric video? Oh, this one, this one, this one. Hey, do you know who Robert Hollis is? No. Or, yeah. I've seen his videos in the back of Eric Worre's training. Yeah, I've seen him. Have you seen this interview with Robert and Eric? And from the group, I share it, post it in. And they're like, no, thank you. You see what I mean? If Sandra and I, going back to Jay, and sorry for getting, confusing here. If she likes Jay and she's been following Jay, and I ask her what her favorite video is of Jay, and she says, oh my God, this one. I mean, he talks about forgiveness. This is my favorite one. And I go, listen, Sandra, have you ever seen this video with Jay? No, this is Jay interviewing Robert Hollis. What? Yeah, check this out. Is anyone seeing the next transition's going to be pretty easy? So he sees it, and when Ray Higdon or all these guys, Simon or Eric Worre, when they interview me, the one thing that you're going to see very unique is when they interviewed me, you don't have to worry about edifying me, because Eric and Ray, I mean, they go over the top, in my opinion, of edifying me. Does that now take it away from you? See, if Sandra edifies me, there's no doubt in my mind that she would do a good job, but she's not going to edify me like Eric Worre. Oh my God, how much have you made in the industry? How many people have you helped make $1 million a year? That's some pretty good accolades from someone that looks at Eric Worre as being an expert in this industry. And he's giving me those accolades. I've closed out an Eric Worre's event before Tony Robbins came in. So the last closeout speaker was me. Again, I'm sharing with you a knowledge here. So now get this. As soon as they watch it and they go, thank you, oh my Lord, there was a lot of great points in there. And you go, screenshot. So all of you that are seeing me right now, you could take a screenshot of this. And if you take a screenshot of this, you can say, wow, here's me and Robert Hollis. I'm learning directly from him. He's now allowed me to give away all his training for free. Do you guys see this transition? Now, wait a minute. I haven't asked them to look at anything. I haven't pitched anything. I built a rapport. I connected with them. And then I'm giving them some free stuff of someone that they said that they thought was pretty cool. That's how fast I could connect with people. Now, I even do this with people that turn around and, I'll look at every day. I get a number of these messages that say, so-and-so added you a messenger. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, universe. So I get these things that every time I look at the special folders on Facebook, it said, all these people added me to Messenger. So apparently when someone finally hooks up on Messenger, they must get this prompt when they download the app and say, would you like to connect? It didn't say close. It doesn't say pitch. It doesn't say, I don't care. Are you guys hearing me? Facebook's even smart. So you'll put a brand new app in Messenger. Maybe some of you, I never even thought about this until just now. Maybe some of you should delete Messenger app and then reload Messenger app. And then when it brings up, would you like to connect with other people that you have in common? Yeah. And I get all these messages, someone added you to Messenger, someone added you to Messenger, someone added you to Messenger, someone added you to Messenger. And what do I put? Thank you very much for adding me to Messenger. Have a blessed day. Here is a free gift for you. And it's roberthollis.com/care. Then the next link is free training, and it's the link to Vision Team. They're already on Facebook. Then the next post I show them is a closing pitch. No, I do not. So my goal is to connect first, get them to know that I connected. Are you guys catching this? And I swear to you guys, I have never had someone come back and go, Why'd you send me this free gift? What's wrong with you? See, I never get that. People are saying, if I shared people with the vision team, you know, aren't they going to think that I'm trying to get them in business? Yes, they are. Well, what if they don't want to get in business with me? I guess now you know. So I'm trying to get this connection done. Again, is this helping anyone? So what do I say to people that send me the hello? Hello, here's a free gift for you. Wham. If they turn around and come right behind that and go, how are you? I go, I'm disappointed that you didn't accept my gift. I got there. The drones that you're looking for are not here. I got them so messed up, they don't even know what to do next. I said, I'm having difficulty connecting with you because you didn't even accept the free gift that my mentor said that I could give to you. And they're like, what gift? Well, it's inside the vision team that you can join for free. There's the link. Click on the link. Once you're in, tell me about it. I'll go in and I'll tag you with the free gifts that he told me to give you. Is this clicking for anybody? Okay. So now let's talk about the rest of it because I want everyone to understand the next step. Once I give you a gift, I know your thought pattern's different. See, everyone thinks that building rapport, or I'd rather change the word to connecting. How can I get this person to understand that I'm trying to connect with them? I'm not trying to pitch them. I'm trying to connect with them. Now, as soon as I get them added to the group and I connect them with the gift, now watch what happens. Game on. Do I expect these people to watch the videos? I think they may or they may not. Some people go, I'm overwhelmed, I'm confused, and all this stuff. Oh my God, there's a lot of stuff back here. What should I do next? And I say, well, just start with units. Sandra, just start with units. And I send them that link. And I say, in the units, my mentor and coach, Robert Hollis, is going to ask you to take the free tour. Here's the link. I don't wait for them to watch the videos. I don't wait for them to go through the units. This is an all-one chat that I can do in less than 3 or 4 minutes. Sandra, Robert in the units is going to tell you to reach out to the person that added you to the group, invited you to the group, and going to ask you to take a free tour of the system. Here's the link. Do you guys know that people have an 8-second attention span? So they just got added to the vision team. I then take them with the free gifts. And now I'm saying when you go through units, Robert's going to say that you should take this free tour. Here's my link to the free tour. I use hempworksbizop.com/my username. That's the one I use. People are going, well, what about the other ones? I don't know. Design your own system. I'm just telling you how I got to 170,000 in volume so far this month. How I did 302,000 in volume last month. That's all I'm telling you. How we got 40 people to rank advance at 5K or higher. That's all I'm telling you. If you want to do something else, go and do something else. But I'd ask you to try this one to see if it would work. Now, immediately when they click on the link and you get an email that Sandra just pre-enrolled, I'm going to say, Sandra, thank you so much for pre-enrolling. It's so nice of you to check this system out. I'm going to send you a video of Robert that's going to take you through the tour. And right away, I'm going to Facebook, clicking on share in the group, and sharing that video in a private message to Sandra. What do you think's her next thing? 8-second attention span. She just put her name and email in. She's going into the back of the tour, and then I'm immediately sharing her a video of me walking her through the tour. Now, how many of you think that I still use this process even though I'm Robert Hollis? I have to. Because I don't do things that work. I only do things that duplicate. So now when Sandra sees the video, she goes in and sees it. Because I'm building so fast, you know what usually the next response is? Sandra goes back and says, I just got an email from this company saying I got a pre-enrollee under me. What is this all about? Oh my God, this is so simple. Don't get mad at me, you guys. I could teach a monkey to do this. You know why? They would just do it to get the banana. They wouldn't think. They're going, this is what the monkey does. Get the banana, gets a treat. I know this is offensive when I say this, but it's easier to teach two golden retriever puppies how to sit and get a treat, how to roll over and get a treat, how to go out in the bathroom and get their their bathroom treat. It's easier to teach animals than it is people. Because they don't think. They want the treat. They just do what they want to. So some of you want to quit your jobs? That would be a good treat. Do some of you want to give people that you love incredible gifts? That would be a treat. Do some of you want to get out of debt? That would be a treat. I'm telling you the simple things to do, and you're going to get the treat. I don't think I've ever, some of the stuff I've said in this training, I've never said ever in 31 years. So why can I bring in someone like an Emily Barfield? And she goes 5, 10, 25, 50. Last month, I think she did like almost 70,000 in volume. I'm almost positive she'll hit 100K. How can I bring in an Emily and a Kurt Barfield and they grow that fast? They already connected with their people. Their people love them. And you know what kind of Facebook Lives they do? The only Facebook Lives that they do are just connected Facebook Lives. They're entertaining, they're fun, they're them. They're just doing whatever they want to. So when I bring in Aaron and he breaks all the records, Aaron did that with the people that he connected with. What happens when you run out of the people you're connected with? If your people run out of their people that they're connected with, now you got to figure out how to find people and reconnect. So the reason that my volume's never gone down in 31 years, I was taught every month, grab a project, run them to the top. Grab a project, run them to the top. Me and Aaron had a conversation the other day and I said to him, Aaron, how many producing legs do you have? And he said 7. And I said, well, right now, me and Terry have 71 producing legs. So I can't have a bad month. I can have one of my people not have a good month, but it's not hurting my volume. So now you guys are seeing Deanne Stevenson and Phil Stevenson. They're almost 25K. You got to teach people a thing to do to reconnect with new people. And I'm about ready to give you that. So now you're seeing a new girl. She was supposed to hit 10K last night, but Tara, scary. So she did 40 people in 2 weeks. She was on the leaderboard. Right now, I think she's at 21 or 22. She just hit 5K. Today, I believe she'll hit 10K. There's no doubt that she's going to go to 25K. So how do you, once their ignorance on fire, here's where I'm taking responsibility. Aaron should be 250K. Let me tell you guys where I messed up with Aaron. And you guys will get it. I looked at Aaron as a 100% bona fide network marketing leader. So me and him game planned before he launched his business. Aaron promoted the crap out of me, and I did Aaron's first video. As soon as I did Aaron's first video, then he brought in people, and I did one with Ron. I did one with Carlos. I did one with Linda. I started reaching out and doing Facebook Lives with his people, even if Aaron's doing it too. You guys following this? Then I took it one more step. And Ron, did I do any Facebook Lives for people that are in your group?
Absolutely.
Carlos, did I do any Facebook Lives for people in your group?
Yes, you did. Absolutely.
Here's where I messed up. I didn't do Facebook Lives for their people. I should have kept doing them. I shouldn't have assumed that Aaron's got this. See, I assumed, I go, okay, Aaron, this is what I do. I connect with you. I know Kathy. I know Aaron's got 2 daughters. I know what drives Aaron. I took the time to connect with Aaron. I took the time to connect with Ron. I took the time to connect with Carlos. I tried to connect with other people in Aaron's group, but they were smarter than me. See, they had this way of doing it where they were doing all kinds of stuff and all kinds of funnels and, you know, Green Beret, internet marketing techniques and buying solo ads and buying leads. And they're doing all this stuff and they would reach out to me and go, Robert, where do you buy ads from? I don't. Well, how many people do you call a day? Glenn, Gary, Glenn Ross, how many people do you slam a day? And I'm going, I don't call anybody on the phone. I don't even use a phone. Well, what about 3-ways? Do you hook them up with someone that's the closer and you close them? No, I don't do that. I don't do that. So I lost connections with a lot of people that Aaron knows because when I reached out and asked them how to help them, they knew more than me. And I hope Corey sees this because I think Corey's an awesome guy. And I reached out to Corey and it was like, listen, Robert's an idiot. Never responded to me. I'm doing my way of marketing. And there's other people that you guys have seen in the group, and I hope they see this. They need to see this, like the Eric Greens of the world, and the Ron Deerdicks, and the Michael Beals. See, all these guys that know more than Robert Hollis are doing all their high-tech internet, no connection marketing. That's what we should call it, no connection marketing. And they can get in and hit a position. The next month, they can't maintain it. The next month, they're freaking embarrassed, so they're on to the next deal. And I just know how to build residual income. I know how to connect. I know how to take the time to work with somebody. I don't care where they get in. I don't care who they are. So when I brought Tara in, I'm not missing the mistake. When I brought Emily in, I'm not making the mistake. So when I bring in Emily and Kurt, I not only did a Facebook Live with them, but then I did Facebook Lives with their people. And then I did Facebook Lives with their people's people. And then I did Facebook Lives with their people's. Are you guys following this? And so now I don't have to teach people to connect. They just show a video of me because I know how to connect. So how did I make $1 million before I was 30? I wasn't the deal. I said nothing about myself. If I said anything about myself, it was like, listen, I don't know what I'm doing, but I need you to listen to a video of a person that's mentoring me. And after they watched that video, you know what they said? You're working with this guy? Yeah. Here's a picture of me and him. I want to meet that guy. I want to learn from that guy. How many of you guys know of people that you watch today because they know how to connect? They're masters at it. And if you don't think that the movie industry and the commercial industry know these personality traits and know how to connect, if you don't think that the best-selling authors in the world don't know how to connect, that's where you hear these phrases. I started watching it, and oh my God, before I knew it, the 2.5 hours were over. I started to read the book and I couldn't put the damn thing down. Have any of you ever been around someone that knows how to connect? Until you learn to connect, not be a salesperson and a pitcher, then until you learn those skills, why not share videos and audios from people that do know how to connect? What a concept. So I've never been taught, you guys, how to throw people in and abandon them, how to throw people in and abandon them, how to throw people in and think that they know how to do it and then step away from them. So I'll give you an analogy that my mentor gave me, and every one of you will answer this correctly. I want you to imagine yourself standing on a beach, the most beautiful beach you've ever seen. And I'm standing next to you, and there's 3 boats in the water. You can see them really clearly, nice boats. And I say to Carlos, listen, the boat on the left has a whole cargo of gold, as much gold as it can possibly handle. The ship in the middle is full of silver. And the boat on the right side is empty. If you get the cargo, which one should we get to the shore first?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Ooh, man, that's a good question. Which one to get to the shore first? Well, obviously it's the empty one.
Why would you want to get the empty one to shore? Because then you have nothing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were asking which one would get to the shore first. I would think it's the lighter boat.
No, what one would you want to get to the shore first because you get the cargo?
Oh, obviously the gold.
Okay, so how many people got that? Do you know what we do in network marketing and marketing? We do the exact opposite. And that's what I did. I forgot the fundamental power of this. So I looked at Aaron as a gold ship. So I'm going, Aaron's got it. Aaron's a leader. He doesn't need my help. He's got this. And I went and started working with some other ships. So when you guys bring people in and they're following instructions, they're doing what you tell them to do, they're doing everything, don't go, oh my God, it sounds like they got it, and then go find an empty ship. Can you get the gold ship to the harbor? See, I am going to get Terry to 500K, and I'm going to get her to super affiliate. And it'd be so much funner to do that if Eric was 250K, and when I go to super affiliate, Aaron's 500K. You guys get this? And so when I brought Tara in, it was like I seen a person that was connected, but you got to get their connections to connections. So here's the place where I want to leave this, is that you can't assume that the people that have connections are going to know how to connect with their connections. So for those of you that have been in network marketing and marketing for a long time, listen closely, because here's my hack. Here's my code to doing this. And I'm just doing what I know. I never really thought about this before. But before the internet, there was a thing called a home meeting. Before the internet, there was a thing called a weekly meeting. Has anybody ever been to a hotel to see a business opportunity briefing? Has anyone ever been to somebody's home to see a business pitch? And Amway invented it, right? And here's something that's a lost art, a lost talent in marketing. Do you know what Amway people would do when they set you down around a table? The very first thing they did, which was called dreamscaping. They learned to connect. Are you guys getting this? So I would sit down with Ron and say, hi, Ron, nice to meet your wife. And okay, so let me ask you, before we even get started, what's something that you and your wife would like to have?
More time with our grandkids.
More time with your grandkids. What's stopping that from happening?
Well, she drives a bus and I'm still working, even though I'm retired, and just not enough time and money.
So what would it feel like if you could do something a few hours a week? I'll show you the steps, and it could start taking that pressure financially off, where your wife could stop doing what she's doing. You could quit your job, and then you could just spend more time with your grandchildren.
Wow, that would be amazing.
So I know how to make that happen.
Really? Let's do it.
See, people think that connecting takes hours, so some people out there, you got to build a relationship. You got to have rapport. No, you got to connect. Is this clicking with anybody? So you could not do your presentation until you connected. Let's talk about a good motivational speaker. If you guys ever seen a person that's great in front of the room, which my mentor beat us up to do an effective presentation, the first part of the presentation is connecting. To get every personality trait in that room to go, oh my God, me too. And not the me too that we hear about today. So that's part of humbling yourself. So if you ever see a good speaker, Ron gives me this introduction, everybody goes, oh my God, I'm so best-selling author, help 54 people make $1 million, top income earner. I can't wait for this pitch. And I step up, Ron, thank you very much for the heart-filled message. Hey, listen, everybody, I just need you to know that, before all this, I was a mechanic from North Dakota, Montana. I just basically did what I was told to do. And no matter how hard I worked, I never ever could get enough money to ever do anything nice for me and my family. And then I got hurt on the job, put on workman's comp, making $900 a month, and I lost everything, including the relationship with my girlfriend at the time that's now my wife. I had a son from a previous marriage that things got so bad that I had to send him back to stay with his mom. I was hiding my car from the repo man and had a 10-day pay or quit notice on my door. And people were like, holy crap. I would take that couple of minutes to be honest. And I hear people that have egos, I help them all the time. Because I used to have this guy that step in front of the room. I used to be a real estate agent. And you guys all know how that was back in 2006, 2007. We were putting money in cans. We were selling homes. I was making millions of dollars until 2008 happened. And I go, there's no one that related to you in that introduction. Nobody. What did you do before real estate? I worked in a warehouse. Really? How much did you make? Nothing. Tell that damn story. See, we think that we have to impress people to get them to hear us. No, we need to humble ourselves to connect with them. Are you guys getting this? Do you go, my video that I did about what is CBD? If you guys haven't watched that in the vision team, people keep going, I don't know how to explain CBD. Well, how about don't? How about allowing me to do it? So when you send that video, what's the first thing I say on it? Hey, my name is Robert Hollis. If you're watching this video, you're probably asking, what is CBD? To be straightforward with you, if you looked in Wikipedia under clueless, there would be my picture. That's how much I knew about CBD. See, some of you don't understand that the way to connect with people is to humble yourself and allow them to lift you up. When you try to be more than they are, they push you down. If you walked up, hey, I'm just flat out an idiot. No, you're not. I'm so stupid. Oh my God, you guys, the reason I don't do videos is I'm just not a good looking person. No, you're not that bad. Yeah, but my laugh is stupid. No, your laugh is awesome. Every time you lower yourself, people lift you up. When you go out and you say, I just want you guys to know that I am a damn good looking guy. You're not all that. You're not. Don't you guys find this weird? I just wanted to let you guys know that I was a millionaire before 30 and I now am more $55 million net worth. How much do you give to charity? Who gives a rip? See what I mean? It's like you just do the opposite. So what I do is when I do a Facebook duel with somebody, as soon as I do that, now the person, there's two people that intro me. And you guys will watch these on my Facebook Live, because some people say, well, I did a Facebook Live with you and it didn't do really well. And then other people say, well, I did a Facebook Live to you and I can't get back to all the people that want more information. The difference is, and I brought this up with Curtis, so I'm still giving him credit for this because it got me to crack this code. Curtis would get on and say, hi, my name is Curtis Fallon. I'm a personal coach. I worked with Tony Robbins for years. In fact, I've even coached Robert. And what's really cool is that Robert's now going to come on and share with you this business opportunity. Did he connect with any one of them? How many of you have made money being a personal coach and worked with Tony Robbins for years? So let me disconnect from you and then not properly give edification and promotion to someone that knows how to connect. It's like destroy. Then another person reaches out there and goes, I did one the other day with someone, and I'm not telling you to be unauthentic. I'm telling you to be you, right? But I had a person that said, as soon as she came on, this is what she did. She goes, I'm so giddy right now. Why would this guy that doesn't know me, that's done all this, Google him, would jump on a Facebook Live with me? I'm just stunned right now. I'm glad to be working with him. I'm so glad that he didn't take the time to find out who I was. And he just jumped on this Facebook Live to me. That's connection. Because everyone's going, why would this guy do a Facebook Live with you? Then through 31 years of doing what I know how to do, through enthusiasm, excitement, passion, and curiosity, I get them to put more info and the call to action, and I get them to get you to send you a private message. Do you guys get it? It's like, so people are watching what I'm doing, and you don't need to understand what I'm doing. I'm just saying that when you do that, well, then people go, can that be duplicated? The answer is yes. I can teach you how to connect. I can teach you how to feel like you're a miracle. And I can get you to care about people. And when you get that down, and now everyone that's coming in your group, you felt it was a personal responsibility for you to show them how to do a Facebook Live. Are they going to be scared? Yeah. Are they going to be nervous? Yeah. They've never done it. But most people have never done a weekly meeting. Most people have never done a home meeting. You need to encourage them. Say, listen, I got your back. We'll do a couple of tests. You can delete them. I'm going to show you how to add me on. Oh my God, I don't know what to say. Here, listen, let me show you what to say. Let me send you a link of a Facebook Live that I just did. Watch what they did. And they come back and they go, they hardly said anything. I know. Isn't that freaking awesome? So wait a minute. You want me to jump on Facebook Live at this time. You showed me how to connect to add you on. I'm supposed to say a couple of things generally from my heart, and then you're going to share with everybody what to do and then send it back to me, and I can just say, well, you guys heard him. Now you see why I'm excited, so post below. Yeah? Okay, good. And there's my magic. My magic is simply this, the 3 things I was taught 31 years ago. Here it is. 1, people got to go, wow, this makes sense. Wow, this is interesting. The second thing they have to say in their mind is, wow, this is easy. This is easy. And where you see momentum and duplication is when people go, is that all you do? Is that all you do? You do a Facebook Live with someone that knows how to connect. You respond back to the people or send that video to people. He connects with them. Everybody's going, you're working directly with this guy? Yeah. Oh, I want to talk to him. I want to meet him. Listen, let me plug you into the group. He's got all his free training. He charges people money on the internet. Instead of buying it, I can give it to you. Okay, cool. Once I get them in the group, it's like start going through the units. There's a lot of stuff in there. You're going to learn exactly how to get documentation. 40 people have already hit 5K or higher. His wife made $122,000 in the last 6 months. This thing is insane. This thing is awesome. Oh, in the videos, Robert's going to say that you need to take a tour. Here's my link. Take a tour. You see the email from them taking the tour. Then right after they take a tour, you send them video 6 on me walking through them through the tour. And then what's the next thing? Isn't this exciting? Yeah, I got people coming underneath me. Well, you know what? This is what you got to do. You're not going to make a decision until you try the product out with a 30-day money-back guarantee. All you got to do to lock in your position is come in for $89 and try the product out. Wouldn't you agree that you probably wouldn't share this with anybody until you tried the product out? Yeah, you're right. Let's just start there. So once they start there, I go, now that you started, you got this link. Remember the link I sent to you? Yeah. Well, here's your link for the free tour. They're going, wow, that's amazing. So just let me know when you want to get started. Because if you want, I can do a Facebook Live with you, just like Robert did with me. Oh my God, I've never done a Facebook Live. So I know that I gave you guys a lot in this short period of time, but how many people got a clearer path on a step-by-step thing of what you can do to succeed in this business? Is it easy? Do you think you can do it? Now, I know the things that a lot of you will do. It's not comfortable connecting. But if you never want to work with anybody again, work for someone ever again, you got to learn to care. So I tell people all the time, I took the time to connect with Aaron. Aaron can tell us whether or not, I know that he knew Jenna and Josh for over a year before we connected. So why didn't he do it a year before? I could be underneath Aaron. You see what I mean? So when Aaron decided, I let Aaron tell the story because I want him to tell the story, but I think Jenna reached out to Aaron and said, you're never going to believe who we just signed.
So I actually reached out to Jenna because I saw you on Facebook, someone who I had heard of, seen what you've done in the industry, and it got my attention. And it reminded me of Jenna reaching out to me a year prior, telling me about HempWorks, me not being ready, not paying attention, not taking action, yada, yada, yada. And then when I saw Robert Hollis, I was like, Jenna. And I messaged her. I was like, we need to talk. But it was because of you.
And then you and I connected. How much time did you and I spend on Zoom, me getting to know who you were and why you were doing this?
I mean, I don't remember it being too long, but the amount of time that we did spend was heartfelt. It was impactful, and I definitely felt connected with you very quickly.
And so there wasn't a doubt in Aaron's mind that whatever you need me for, I'm here, bro. I'm here. I got your back. And here's the other thing that people don't realize on how fast I connect. And I want you guys to know that it's just, I've done it so much, but people say, you know what got me? And I go, what? And they go, you said you were doing this for your wife. You put your brand on hold to do this for your wife. See, that's not a BS statement. That's the truth. And so there probably might be a group of people that are watching this and going, man, I wish I was married to him. I wish my husband would do that for me, or I wish my wife would do that for me. You see what I mean? And some of you that say, I don't need to be married to Robert, but that's pretty freaking amazing. So the thing that motivates me, you guys, my whole entire career is I've always done this business for somebody else. I've never done this for me. When I broke all the records in 2009 to 2012, it's because I did it for my eldest son. My eldest son came to me, said, I'm done being a professional rollerblader. I'm out of this group. I need you to teach me how to do this marketing thing. I said, no problem. Put in 785,000 people in a company and did $1 billion in volume, helped 9 people make $1 million a year in 4 years. Using the system I just shared with you guys. You like it? So my whole thing is point, guide, and direct. So my mentor would do all the videos. So every time I had a question, it was like, everybody would like, well, Robert, what about the product? You know what? You got to check out Jenna's video. I don't got Jenna and Josh in the vision team because I'm stupid. It's because I know how to do this system. Well, I don't understand the comp plan. Listen, the same way I learned how to do the comp plan was watching Josh's video. I'll send Josh's video. Who's better to explain it than Josh? Watch this video first, undistracted, and then let's come back, because I don't expect you to understand the comp plan, but I do want to give you a strategy of what we need to do first. And what we need to do is get a direct deposit. We need to get you something on your Pioneer card. We got to get money to you. We got to get a result of the product, the result. So now, instead of doing a private business reception or a home meeting, how many people are realizing that I'm doing Facebook Lives and that's my home meeting? See, instead of reaching out to Linda and saying, Linda, do me a huge favor. What? Give me 200 people that you know that we can go after and break their arms. See, that's old network marketing, isn't it? So what I do is I say, Linda, listen. It's funny, isn't there a kid out there that says, listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Yeah, okay. that just came to me, Linda. Okay, so here's what I say to Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Okay. I want you to pick a time and date. It's going to be 10 minutes, 15 minutes max. And we're going to do a Facebook Live on your wall. You just introduce me the way you feel like you should from your heart. I'm going to go on there for 10, 15 minutes, and that's all we want to do. Do you guys know that's the replacement for a home meeting? I just did a video with Linda, giving her praise and recognition. She gave it to me. I'm connecting with people, and it's on her Facebook wall. All she's got to do now is get people to see that. So can you private message somebody a video on your Facebook wall? Yeah. See what I mean? And it's like, wow, Linda, how'd you hook up with him? You know, that's a great question. You know what I mean? I was reaching out. Someone reached out to me, connected with the group. I got to see the group. The next thing I know, he's doing a Facebook Live with me. Oh my God. You got to see, he's teaching me exactly how to do this. He'll give you his training for free. And you know why he's doing all this? He started a group on April 1st. It's now got 16,500 people in it. There's 40 people in that group that made 5K or higher as a rank. It's on fire. And because he's helping his wife and other people, he's given the training that he's made millions of dollars with that he sells online. He's given us that training for free. We get to watch every single step that he does. Are you serious? Yeah. Can I send you a link so you can join the group? Oh, absolutely. I know you guys are all muted, but still seems quiet. I think I had a bunch of people that went pop, 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 pop. Now I got a question for you guys. Do you think that you're working with someone currently that when they talk, they're connected? Because if you do, some of you right now are going, I got to reach out to Robert. I got to reach out to Robert and do a Facebook Live right now. If that's true, then reach out to me. You guys are starting to see, I think I got, one day I did 9 Facebook Lives in a row. It takes me 15 minutes. So reach out to me. I've seen Ron's Facebook Lives. I've seen Carlos' Facebook Lives. I've seen Tara's Facebook Lives. I've seen Emily's Facebook Lives. I've seen Aaron's Facebook Live. The people that you feel are not connected and they're too much in the salesy thing, right? It's like, house is on fire. Everybody go get buckets of water, put out the fire. You can tell when someone's not being authentic and they're just being hype and pitch, right? I've seen not all of Aaron's, Facebook Lives, but Aaron knows how to connect. You see what I mean? So now asking Aaron, like people used to say to me, hey, Robert, is there any way possible that you just could do all that connection and it doesn't have to be an hour? See, some of you that don't feel you're getting enough connection with your videos, watch somebody that's already connected. What I think is so cool about the world that we live in right now is the people that have 1 billion views on social media is connected. That's why I keep bringing up Jay Shetty. How can his videos be less than 10 minutes and have a couple of million views on them? Because the guy only is interested in connection. His whole video is wrapped around making sure that he touches your heart. He's not trying to close you. So you guys want, if you don't have to model and match me, but if you find someone that you go, man, every time I see their videos, how many people have seen Les Brown speak live? Les Brown, the last time I watched Les Brown live, I was speaking on stage with him at a GoPro event. And time got weird where Les Brown stood up there and said, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's unfortunate, but I have to jump on a plane and go home. But because I scheduled my flight, this is the last flight I can get out, I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes of my time. Because I promised to be here. And it took him 10 minutes to rip my heart out of my chest. You guys know what I'm talking about? When you are sitting with your egotistical closing buddies and they look over at you and go, are you crying? No, I just got something in my eye. You see what I mean? When you got somebody that can touch you that fast and connect with you, why are they so good at doing it in such a short period of time? Because that's the only thing their outcome was. Their outcome was not to get you to buy their seminar or buy their current book or get in pre-enrolled. Their only goal was to touch you on an emotional, impactful time. So have any one of you ever heard a story that when you heard the story told in a short amount of time, because who you were, maybe you were paying attention, who was knowing what's going on in your life, and they said a short story and you never forget that story ever? Why? Because it emotionally impacted you. So to close this out, how many of you would like to hear that kind of a story? Okay. I wish I remembered this guy's name, but not only Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, Zig Ziglar, I believe that his last name was Gold, and he actually did these schools workshops to teach people how to connect in a seminar. And so the story goes where at that time they were promoting their seminars at radio stations. And they were going to radio station after radio station after radio station. And I'll remember where this video is, and I'll go find that person and post it under. I don't know who's doing it, but the Jack Canfields of the world, and all these guys went to this guy's school. So the story shows where he went to the radio show, and as soon as he got there, the guy was a skeptic. You know what I mean? And he says, well, I understand you paid for radio time, but apparently you're able to teach people how to tell effective stories that impact them. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, how do you do that on a radio? And I'm going to give you guys a story. Ready? And he says, well, a lot of people don't think you can do it, but let me do it. I want to tell you about a kid that was not a good football player, but he was always good to be on the junior varsity. And what he would do is he'd always show up on practice. He just didn't have those amazing skills. But everyone liked him because he gave 100%. He gave 100%. So what he did is he was always there, and he'd always look in the stands because his father would show up at every one of his practices. Every one of his practices. Never really played much, always sat on the bench. It comes down to one of the last games of the year. And the team was behind. Fourth quarter. What are we going to do? We got to do it. Last closing minutes. And this kid steps up, Jimmy, and runs to the coach and starts jerking on the jersey of the coach and says, listen, coach, put me in. And he looks at Jimmy and he goes, what? He said, put me in. Watch. I know I can do this. And the coach was going, we don't have a shot anyway. So he puts him in. Everyone liked him already. And he looked at the quarterback and he said, just give me the ball. Just give me the ball. And they went, okay. Gave him the ball, ran for a touchdown. That put him really close, 7 points away. And so he runs off the field. Everybody's going, holy crap, what just happened? Jerks on the coach's sleeve. Put me in. Put you in? We got defense now. Put me in. First play of the game, kid runs between the line, sacks the quarterback, ball falls out of his hand. He picks it up, runs for a touchdown. Tied game. They run off the field. He looks at the coach, put me in. Coach and everybody's going, put Jimmy in. Jimmy gets out there, first play of the game, sacks the quarterback again, gets the ball, runs for the touchdown, timeout, they win. All the kids are picking them up like a Rudy story. Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy. Coach runs out there, grabs Jimmy, pulls him off and says, where did that come from? And he goes, today, my dad got to watch me play. And he goes, your dad's been here for every game. And he goes, yeah, but he died last week and he was blind. Now that he's in heaven, he got to watch me play. He looked at the guy that was at the radio announcer and said, I can teach people how to do an impactful, emotional story to touch people's hearts and connect and change them forever. The seminar is Saturday at the Hilton Hotel. Did you guys enjoy this? Focus on the most important thing in the world, connecting with another human being. You learn to connect, or you learn from people that connect, you mirror and match them, and you really care, you'll never worry about money ever again the rest of your life. So there's my hack. There's my trick. There's my code. I hope you guys got something out of it. Ron Deering, thank you so much for calling me out. Curtis, thank you for helping me mastermind this, and inspiration to all of the people that are on here. Because when you can get all your people doing nothing but connecting, and you're helping them connect, and you help them connect with their people, game's over. That's why we're in the right place at the right time with this company. And I'm telling you what, there's not a doubt in my mind that my wife will make $1 million a month in this company. Take your eyes off everything that's distracting you and stop and connect. Stop and connect and start helping people connect. And your life will be the most fulfilling, successful thing you've ever seen in your life. None of you can imagine what the next couple of years are going to be like for you. And you can connect and change everything around you. But if people don't care and people don't know that you care, they don't care what you're talking about. When you care, you don't even worry about competition anymore. People send me, well, what about this company? What about this company? I go, they don't have me. Are you out of your frickin' mind? You can go to any company you want. They're not teaching people to connect. So I love and appreciate every one of you that took the time to get on this video, whether it's streaming and in the group or you're on here live. I just love and appreciate every one of you, and you deserve the best in life. You're a miracle. And if you don't feel that way, I told you how to feel that way. Read this book, follow it. For people that are personally coached by me, I make them read it to themselves into a camera and send me the video. You can't watch it every day without learning to connect. And once you're connected, then you start just connecting with people. And that's where the miracle happens. So you're a miracle. No one was created like you. But if you don't learn to connect, life is not going to be good. So most people that I teach this process to, guess who they connect with first? Their spouse, their mate, their children, their parents. It changes your whole entire life. So God bless all of you. I love and appreciate you. Back to you, Ron.
Wow. That was amazing, Robert. If there's anybody out here that's watching this, that's seeing this for the first time, if you don't get your people in front of this 1.5 hour, 2 hour session that Robert has poured his heart out to us, you're crazy. I mean, I'm just having a hard time, but I can't thank you enough, Robert. I can't thank you for caring. And, you know, the time that we've spent together has been amazing. I've come to know you as an amazing brother and friend, and because I know you care. And this training, it's recorded, I'm going to put it up all over the place. I want you to get all of your people, new, old, that have been in front of this 2-hour training, because it's more than a training. This is life-changing. And I can't thank you enough, Robert. So God bless you. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And have an amazing day connecting and reaching out to others. Thank you very much.
Hey,
God bless you guys.
Hey,
Bye-bye.
Robert, can I ask you for a favor, Robert?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I want us all to take our phone and get a screenshot of you with a big smile. Can you do that before you go? Yeah, and then we can post this. That's awesome. There you go. Everybody get your phones out. Make sure you're taking a big picture of Robert. Awesome.
do a screenshot.
Thank you, Robert.
Because we all have our cameras up in front of our face.
Some people can just screenshot. You can do the screenshot on your cell phone or
Yeah, exactly.
screenshot on your computer.
God bless everybody. Have an amazing weekend, an amazing Saturday. Thank you so much again, Robert.